Yes, yes. All right.
Woo!
What's up, Reactorites? John here, and I'm with my esteemed guest, Lewis,
Where? Oh,
over there,
you said
right here,
esteemed. You said esteemed, so I was looking around.
right
Right.
here, from
Well,
Nerd Report. And big news right now. What was it? The cancellation of E3 2020, and I don't know how I feel about it. I know you. I was talking about you earlier, Lois, about
yeah.
how you felt, and you're like, it's like no biggie. Why
Well,
is that?
look, I have a crew that covers video games more than I do. I'm sad for them. I'm not sure. I haven't spoken to them to see the scale of how disappointed they are. We know the Bud Light thing is going around, the Bud Light virus. That's the new code word. So
Uh
YouTube likes it. Is going around. There's concerns there. E3 has a mass amount of people, a lot of people waiting around for hours, shoulder to shoulder. I've been in those lines. I don't miss them. So I think this is maybe a good move for them to side in to go on the side of precautiousness, but I think it's better just for the common flu because I don't see the Bud Light thing really being as big as people are thinking. But that's just me.
I would say that it is rising. It's a lot, and let's
Yeah,
say Italy had to like quarantine itself, block itself away from other places.
yeah.
Uh, you heard about the how there's like over 600 people died in Italy, like in just I think like this month or this past
I'm
month.
not sure. I'm not sure what the stats are. That's awful. That's
But
awful to
for
hear.
now, yeah, for now, all I know is that since whatever coronavirus and now, 600 over 600
You
people
you
died.
can't say that word because then they demonetize you on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
I
which
should
word
have
did I
warned you
say?
before. That's why I'm calling it the Bud Light.
Oh, Bud Light. Oh, god damn it. Bud Light.
Oh, good.
Can I say like drink? Like there's a can I
No,
say
let's do
food
Bud
drink?
Light. We've been starting the trend. The Bud Light is the code word for the virus
Uh huh.
that has been panic making people panic. There is, I agree with you. There's a reason to be concerned and stuff like that. But yeah, you know,
But yeah. E3 is being canceled because of the thing that's coming out, the Bud Light, the Bud Light condition.
Bud
Let me
Light stuff.
read. Let me read the uh, on that website. They actually have the statement. So after careful consultation with our member companies regarding the health and safety of everyone in our industry, our fans, our employees, our exhibitors, and our longtime E3 partners, we have made the difficult decision to cancel E3 2020, scheduled for June 9th to 11th in Los Angeles. And following increased and overwhelming concerns about the virus, we felt this was the best way to proceed during such an unprecedented global situation. We are very disappointed that we are unable to hold this event for our fans and supporters, but we know it's the right decision based on the information we have today. Our team will be reaching out directly to exhibitors and attendees with information about providing full refunds. That's kind of cool because there are other places like South by Southwest which
Mhm.
postpone and they're not offering refunds.
Hmm.
And let's see, we thank everyone who shared their views on reimagining E3 this year. We look forward to bringing you E3 2021 as a reimagined event that brings fans, media, and the industry together in a showcase that celebrates the global video game industry. So that is that for the
Hmm.
E3 announcement. And yeah, there's a lot of events being canceled. What was it? Postponed is Emerald City Comic Con.
Yeah.
Another thing was canceled or postponed was like Coachella.
Yeah. I get sick at
Uh,
E3 every year, by the way. I don't think anything was going to be different. Every time I go, I do get like the con crud or whatever they call it.
uh-huh. The
Um,
Con
th-
Flu or Con Crud.
yeah, there's a lot of other underlining factors that people aren't talking about. Is that the show has been kind of slowly getting canceled on its own because we've seen a lot of production studios, video game studios drop off. Sony hasn't been attending. I don't think they were going to attend this year.
Yeah.
I heard of some
Yeah, they
other
skipped
ones.
this year. Yep.
They skipped this year as well. So there were a lot of people skipping. Also, since we rely, the United States relies a lot on. I don't know exactly if E3's based mostly to sell to United States consumers or what. A lot of the production is in China, so a lot of factories are taking a hiatus or they took a break to get a hold of the virus. So that there's a lot of there's no product. I can't get a hold of the Oculus Quest. If you want that, that's impossible.
Right, you can't.
You cannot. I actually have a little story where it was almost impossible to get during Christmas because of the demand for Christmas. I finally found one for my son 2 weeks later on Amazon. Love the product, but I found a little defect on it, so I decided to exchange it. And I couldn't find it. It's nowhere. I still can't find one, and it's been like a couple months already. So I found out that Facebook has their production over there in China, and they closed down. And stuff like that. I think this was a kind of long time coming with E3. There's a lot of other stuff they need to fix too. Like, for example, I line up 4 hours before the show starts to get to play Nintendo, for example, the Switch when it came out.
Yeah.
And we're there waiting, and the line starts building and building. Security starts asking, does your badge name match your ID? Because they want people to sneak in, that deal. And that's fair, right? But as soon as the show starts, everyone starts pushing and shoving, and we ended up like towards the end of the line when we were like in the middle of it. So
now, that's like a concert.
Well, but why doesn't security worry about that instead? You know what I mean?
How are you going to stop that with a bunch of people crowding? I can't even do that at a concert.
There wasn't even an effort to organize some sort of line. You know what I mean? So they have an army of security guys there and gals. They got to instruct them is like, hey, we're going to form a line. Line's easy to do. I could control. I'm used to controlling lines, but it's stuff like that has kind of turned off some of the attendance. Also, they charge to get in. What do you feel about that? Before it used to be all industry.
And now they're charging for, so like, fans and people that want to go, that's not part of the industry, they can actually go now. And was it M. Laden Kulik just joined? Like, hello there, Lewis.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah. Make sure to join this channel, Nerd Reactor, guys. I've tweeted this out, so I know I got some Nerd Report people coming in, hopefully. And John has a great channel here. We're discussing E3 cancellation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, with that, what were we talking about again?
We were talking about how the structure of the show has kind of, in my opinion, been deteriorating.
And then waiting in line. That's like any event, though. What do you want to make it better? Like
because
have them come like, hey, Lewis, come here, come to me.
No, it's not that. I mean, for example, Hall H has a line. They're not going to have the people that come in at 9:00 when the presentation starts cut in front of you. They have some sort of effort for organization. I felt like E3 does not have that. It's just pushing and shoving.
More lines. Okay,
organized line. You know what I mean? Like, have a line. What is the line? We had a line. I remember waiting there, being excited for the Switch to play games and get the swag and everything. They're in line and just and security harassing people for IDs, which is fine, but then harass people that take cuts. There was like no interest in that. And when you got real big 500-pound dudes pushing 130-pound women around to get to play a video game before, that's just nonsense. So
line, there are, let's say, I think Anime Expo has a line where
they have lines, right?
Before you get into the actual convention center, a line forms, and I think that's pretty good. So E3 needs to do something like that, and with maybe a year off, maybe they'll figure something out. Who knows?
If they come
Probably
back.
Not.
If they come back. Do you think they'll come back?
Well, they said they're going to come back next year, and it's going to be like better.
They said they were coming back this year.
Media and industry and fans and all that. So,
right.
We'll see. And I don't know, with all these, E3 is being canceled. That means, I don't know, the big announcement, like Sony's not even there, because I'm waiting for the PlayStation 5 announcement.
And they weren't going, right?
They weren't going anyway. So it's like, it's kind of like, no biggie.
Yeah.
That's what everyone's waiting for. I don't know if you're waiting for the next.
Well, I'll get the system. I just don't like waiting for stuff. I'll be excited on the day it's released.
Oh, so you don't want to get yourself hyped.
I don't like hype this stuff, man. I just take stuff week by week. So I'm gonna be so hyped for that system. Why get hyped now? It doesn't come out till what, November?
It's just this fall 2020. But you get excited so that you can plan ahead and like, I'm gonna try to go to the store and get the best spot to make sure like no one's gonna be around me. I don't know. So
you get to the store, it's sold out for a few months, and then the But with the Bud Light virus thing out, if you analyze it, every 2 years we have one of these things.
Mhm.
Last time
But
it
this
was
is
swine
different
flu.
though.
Swine flu was also different. Swine flu is way ahead of this thing. In the United States, 4,000 people passed away from swine flu.
This one's still rising, so
Yeah.
it's going up there.
We
So,
won't
and
know
then
the
you get
caliber
a whole
of
country.
it.
You got 2 countries like under quarantine,
Yeah.
and Italy, out of all places, Italy.
Yeah.
Like that's nuts. Like people, I've been reading about it where people can't go out into a certain area. They have to like stick in their area, and if they break curfew, they'll get fined thousands of dollars. I'm like, wow, this is nuts.
Yeah.
And there are like photos of places where it used to be packed, and now it's like empty, like almost empty.
I believe the issues in the middle. There's reasons to be concerned, obviously, but I feel like some of the news networks also make a lot of money with advertisement, hyping it all up. There's people talking about it of all ages and all scenes. Politicians are hyping it up to get their agenda. So it's in the middle. You guys gotta just weigh it out and always wash your hands, like they said, but nothing new. And hope
What I've been doing.
hope for the best. But I don't recommend stop living your life. There's a lot of people. I had a screening last night and people canceled citing the Bud Light virus, and I thought that was kind of ridiculous. But it is what it is. Everyone's free to think what they think.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see.
E3, you have like a zillion people there, so I kind of feel like that's a good call. But also, like we talked earlier, a lot of the studios or a lot of the brands were not supporting the show anymore, so makes sense.
And yeah, with E3, you're bringing in a lot of international guest attendees and all that from Asia, from Europe. So it's not just like the States. And like that, where like let's say China and other states, Italy, whatever it is, it's like it's just rising.
Yeah,
so everyone's just coming and mingling, so it's just gonna make things worse. Like the percentage is gonna be like worse compared to like not doing the event.
I'm gonna tell everyone we have there's been some people using their nonsense theories too, avoiding Chinese restaurants and Chinatown. You guys, I want to give a shout out to all the restaurants in Chinatown. I'm going to go there later on tonight. They have the best food. Do not avoid the mom and pop stores. They're clean restaurants. They have great food. So go over there and treat yourself. Do that, especially now, because some people have misconceptions of how things are spread and stuff like that. And I heard a lot of the Asian restaurants are suffering because of it. And that's just BS, man. So go and treat yourself to some nice Thai food, man, or something.
I know it's crazy because like now people are just afraid of just any Asian restaurants now.
Oh,
that's what I heard.
It's stupid.
And yesterday I actually went to a Japanese restaurant. Like
yum.
I wasn't thinking about
what was the invite,
Bud Light virus. The invite? No, I was at a show watching a show in Costa Mesa. I went to watch a show.
Yeah.
A lot of older people, like over 60 years old, and they're out there, and they're not afraid of the Bud Light virus. So.
Well, they're probably going, man. Maybe we should start overhype this so then like we could go out and there's no young people,
Yeah, but I think with these shows, these musicals, it's not like the older people watch them anyway. I've never seen a lot of like young people watch these shows because tickets are kind of pricey.
Yeah, you just gotta live your life and stuff. I don't know if people are disappointed or what about E3, but what kind of vibe are you getting from your friends? Because I know you really love E3.
Some of my friends, they actually were showing disappointment, but then some of them were like, you know what? Maybe I can actually check out another event now since I can only do one event this year and they have to travel. So Comic-Con, but then Comic-Con might be canceled too. So who knows?
I don't think Comic-Con's going to be canceled. I think this thing's going to taper off.
Let's hope so. I'm hoping it tapers off because I think I read something about China right now, like it was rising, right?
Yeah.
Now it's tapering off, but now that it's tapering off, other countries are rising, like Italy. So
you can't trust the Chinese media, though. But it could. There's maybe it's ruining their economy too, and they want people just to chill out. Or maybe what's up, guys? We have
Eric's Reloaded. It says, "What's up, guys?"
What's up,
And
man? We're talking about E3 being canceled, man. Feel free to chime in on your on your on your
yeah, but Emladden here says, like, even though I would love to see the Bloodshot movie, my theater just came in with a warning about the virus, so I would rather be safe than sorry. Yeah, I don't think it hurts to be safe than sorry, and as long as you're still able to live your life, but depends on what it is.
I respect that. Me personally, I would go and watch it. The theater is just they have to cover themselves because people are lawsuit happy, and if it maybe that chance you do get stuff. Listen, if you guys are worried about your health, let me be blunt. Watch what you eat. Exercise, because there's a lot of people that I know that never exercise, never watch what they eat, and all of a sudden they're very worried about this. You have a better chance of getting, unfortunately, heart disease, diabetes, cancer, God forbid. All those things are I know a few. Unfortunately, I know a handful of people that have gotten that. I don't know anyone with this thing. You know what I mean? So let's take everything, step by step. Hopefully it doesn't develop into that level where we have to worry about it like a cancer and stuff, but let's take care of ourselves with other things as well,
Yeah.
That's the way I think.
And now, like, the next thing I want to talk about, like,
Yay!
after, E3 being canceled,
E4.
and then the next event that we're excited about, CinemaCon.
You're gonna jinx it, man.
It's either it's gonna happen or it's not. That's it. You got two options.
They've been holding firm.
They've been holding firm, yeah.
Yeah. So
there's another event that's been holding firm, like another event that's
WonderCon.
How, like, I'm sure about WonderCon, but I got an email like, oh, we just invited another guest, and it's like for another show, and they're pretty like happy about it or not. Like they're pretty firm. I wouldn't say happy, but firm. Like, hey,
put up Eric's comment right there. He's got a good thing if you want to read that.
Here it is. So Eric's Reloaded says, I feel like a lot of these cancellations are more about them covering their butts than public safety. Just wash your hands before you eat and have common sense.
Yeah, that I kind of agree. It's all about covering your butt. You get sued for anything. You get sued for serving hot coffee at McDonald's. So yeah, so you get it.
Yeah.
So there it is.
What is it? Toilet papers.
Yeah, can I borrow yours?
Yeah, you can borrow mine.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'll give it back
after I use mine. But it's crazy. Like, let's say people go to Costco and
yeah, that's dumb.
Find up toilet papers.
They're causing the problem. It's a circle.
Panicking.
See?
It's a circle, self-fulfilling thing. And
yeah,
I don't know why. Why is it? What about toilet paper that makes people want to get that compared to something else like extra food or?
I don't understand the toilet paper one. That's kind of weird, right? Maybe they're so scared they're pooping a lot.
And then they run out. Like if they're under quarantine, it's like, how am I gonna?
The toilet paper is weird, right?
Yeah,
it's a weird one.
Like, are you really afraid that you might run out of toilet paper, like during the?
You could always use the leaves on in your patio.
I think when the apocalypse does come, I think the last thing you're gonna be worried about is toilet paper.
Well, what's weird is how quickly water runs out. I remember there was a hot day a couple years ago. Like we were having this heat waves, and Costco actually didn't have any water. And now with this, it's like it's so weird. Just make water,
Water, yeah. But yeah, CinemaCon. You think it's still gonna happen?
Yeah. But every day, I like 1% goes the other way.
Yeah, because Warner Brothers is a big studio, and
they pulled out.
They're scheduled. I'm just saying they're scheduled to be there, but they put out of other events like these.
Paramount is going so far. I spoke to a few people there. So far, it's a go until they get told not to.
Oh yeah, and another event that's coming out next week that I might be going to is Beyond Wonderland, and that's a EDM festival, and that brings out like thousands of people.
I heard
the open air.
Some of them have been. Some of those EDM shows have been canceled.
Was it Miami? The one in Miami?
EDC or one of those?
No, yeah. EDC's in Vegas, but there's one in Miami. I think that one's been canceled. I'm not sure.
All I see is CinemaCon will take place as planned, but increases safety measures will be amid because of the Bud Light virus.
Yeah.
So,
was it the biggest one of all? Is South by Southwest? That's been like postponed.
and it's sad because that's where like new independent films could show off their stuff.
Yeah. And now that like they can't show it off, you're actually sending me stuff like, hey, since
did they send you stuff?
Yeah, some of like the people that wanted to premiere their movies there.
So they want you to cover it.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. I think you should, man. I think we should give those people love.
Oh yeah, but that's a lot of stuff. There's so many movies I gotta check out. Like
that's fine.
This week tonight, there's a
first world problems. We have to watch a lot of movies.
Oh yeah, it's like screw these guys.
yeah.
But what is it?
Bloodshot. Well, we'll up the streams, live streams, since more people are staying home. Hopefully, we'll get some more views. We've been, getting some more views on my channel. Hopefully, you'll be joining a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Were you gonna say Bloodshot?
I was gonna say Bloodshot. I just want to bring it out there. It's not part of the topic, but no, it is kind of part of the topic because you're talking about how, like, you're worried about certain people, or certain people didn't show up, and some people did. But how was the movie afterwards?
Afterward, how would people like it? If people like it,
yeah,
dude, I gotta say, a lot of people really enjoyed the movie. It's a throwback. I gotta have a review up on Nerd Report. It's a throwback to Universal Soldier. Remember that with Jean-Claude Van Damme and
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren. I think that's the vibe we got. A lot of people are saying it's better than some of the DC and MCU. So, so yeah, it's a nice little solid thing. I love to see Vin Diesel do something outside of Fast and the Furious. I love Vin Diesel's haircut. It's like the best. So the more
lack of hair.
Yeah, it's awesome. He should grow a goatee though. So, but anyways, yeah. So it's a fun film. Don't expect Infinity War. Don't expect The Dark Knight Rises or any of that. So just expect a good old fashioned action movie with some solid CG, and you'll be fine.
Oh, and speaking of movies, like there were like I think 2 movies being postponed due to the Bud Light,
the Spy,
My Spy, and the other one is a no-brainer. Like, was it No Time to Die? Because that was supposed to come out early.
Rumor has it that one has a virus as one of the
really?
As one of the plot devices. Wow. So that's a rumor. So, but I couldn't confirm that. My Spy, a little bit. We have a screening tonight in Burbank, but the guests have been told to hold off on reactions because it's been delayed.
Oh yeah, and with No Time to Die, it's being pushed to November. So that's like a fitting date usually because those James Bond is usually around November.
Are you disappointed in that? Because I wasn't really looking forward to it.
No, the only thing I was excited about No Time to Die is the music from Billie Eilish. And
she's from Los Angeles, right?
She's from cool. That's cool.
Yeah, she's from
I like her music.
Yeah.
Like my favorite of the Daniel Craig James Bond movie was still Casino Royale. And I haven't seen the last one.
I like Austin Powers. They bring back Austin Powers.
They should bring it back, but I don't know what Michael Myers wants to do now. Like,
Michael Myers wants to kill people. Well, Mike Myers wants to.
Mike Myers,
not just kidding, man. Fun fact for everyone watching: Halloween H2O. You know that one with Jamie Lee Curtis back in the day?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's his name is in it, right? Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
Or is it?
No.
LL Cool J.
I like that movie a lot. LL Cool J is way better than Busta Rhymes as far as rappers and actors concerned, in my opinion.
What? I like Busta Rhymes.
Not in that movie, right?
Okay.
So fun fact, I was watching an interview with Jamie Lee Curtis, and they were trying to get Mike Myers to do a cameo, and he refused to. That would have been cool.
To do a cameo where?
In a Halloween movie. Where Michael Myers is around, right? So Michael Myers, get it? So
and Mike Myers refused?
Yeah. That would have been kind of cool.
Because he's tired of that name?
Michael Myers, man. Who knows? Maybe
I'm probably like tired of that name. Like if my name's Mike Myers and there's a killer named Michael Myers, and you're always like, hey, you should do this. Come on, it would be great.
It, man. Own it.
He should do that. He should wear a mask and a
Yeah.
janitor's suit and hold a knife. Yeah. That'd be
Well,
great.
he wasn't going to do that. He was just going to be around in the background, like
Mhm.
cameo.
He
But
loves, and he loves doing cameos, right? Because like you watch Austin Powers, those movies have a lot.
yeah, but he hasn't done stuff in a long time. The last one had Beyonce Knowles. I didn't like that one. The third one.
It's still enjoyable, but it wasn't like my favorite is still part 2.
Oh, 2 took it to the next level, man.
Oh yeah.
2 was ridiculous. It was so good. So good.
We should do like a reaction for that.
Zip
like a retro reaction.
Zipit.com.
And then what is it?
Zip it, mini
Bully?
Huh?
Fred Savage was in that one. Was it a part 2 or?
I don't remember. Who wasn't in it?
But okay, let's see. Let's go back to E3 being canceled. Was there like any games that you're excited about?
No,
like,
because I don't. E3 games aren't. They either never release or they're coming in 2035. So I don't know. I don't care. But I was curious about the VR because VR. I think VR is underestimated. I think VR is awesome, and I have not been.
It is awesome.
I have not been as excited about video games since Xbox was first released. Since after Xbox was released, for the first one, and then Xbox 360, those were good times, man. And well, I mean, of course, Super Nintendo were awesome, but then there was that gap until the Xbox. Like, to me, the Xbox brought in the best of both worlds, because I've always thought the PlayStation was kind of a little bit stiff, like in the gameplay and the controller. And then when Xbox came in, it gave me the edginess that the PlayStation has as far as video games are concerned, but the smooth gameplay that the Nintendo had and the adventure the Nintendo had. So it was a good marriage with the graphics. So I always loved the Xbox. But with VR, the Oculus, I haven't tried the other ones. Man, I feel like the world's the limit. Like there's no stopping it, and then we got third-party programmers doing some great stuff with it. It's a lot of fun so far.
And now, they might be showing upcoming cool VR video games, and this being canceled, they're gonna have to find other.
Well, what they could do, I'll give them an idea. They could send us some codes. We could review it here. I would love to do streams.
You want to do a stream with VR?
We could do it. Yeah. What you do is you hook it up to the computer. You what is it? I forgot what the word is. Cast it on your streaming whatever. We'll figure it out.
I'm showing your body. See, I want to see your arms playing.
Yeah, and then we could review it and discuss it for an hour. All they have to do is send us the codes, and we'll love to do it. I think. I mean,
you do let's play for your Darth Vader game now. I want to see that.
You want to watch that live? Why me?
Not live, but just doing a video.
The Darth Vader game is more of an adventure fantasy. It's not really like a lot of action. There's a lot of action. There's action. When the action hits, it hits hard, but a lot of it is like kind of like a fantasy story. You're inside a storyline. So there's not much. Have you played it?
I played bits of pieces.
Yeah, there's not a lot of pew 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 pew. There's more of like, oh, what's going on here? We're on Mustafar. Lord Vader, the ancient Sith lords and the powers of the dark side. There's a lot of that going on. You are a worthy apprentice, like stuff like that. There's not like too much of, oh, Imperial troops are coming, shoot them. There's not like that much of that.
I think the best use of VR to capture and do a video would be a horror game. So I don't know if you have a horror game.
Oh, dude, they scare the hell out of you.
Oh yeah. And I've been playing Infliction, which is kind of like Silent Hills PT, the demo. So you can actually check out the video of me playing that on this channel, Nerd Reactor channel. And it's scary as hell. It's like one of the scariest games. And I'm glad that there's a game that was able to capture something close to that PT with the graphics. Not the graphics, because the graphics for PT is like really realistic. But yeah, I want to see you, Lewis, do something like that.
Why me? Do I look at, am I a cartoon? Am I your entertainment center? What am I?
Well, you have the VR. You have the Oculus.
So do you, no?
Yeah, I can do it. But you have all the setup, so you can actually record yourself.
Well, actually, behind me, I have a pretty big studio. If you want to come in, it's pretty. You know how my studio works in my offices. So there's a lot of room now. So I think we should collaborate and do some stuff since everything is getting canceled.
We
Why
should
don't?
collaborate. We should do more. I don't know.
Hey, let's do
How
this.
we're gonna do reaction videos, like a trailer.
Let's
We
do,
react.
let's do this. Let's do this. You want to do this? I have an idea, and
Okay.
everyone watching is gonna know this. Let's do E3 on YouTube, but it's not really E3. It's just celebrating video games, like
Just
live
celebrating
for
video games.
3 hours a day for those 3 days that E3 was supposed to be released, and we'll just talk video game news. I think that's a good idea.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Like just in
Yeah.
honor of E3 being gone, we just talk about video games we're excited about.
Yeah,
Let's
and
talk
we'll
about-
share it. We'll network it through Jody's Corner, who I know he loves video games. We'll ask over there Andy Signor, at Popcorn Planet. Maybe Matt wants to go in there. We'll get everyone we know will just be celebrating video games. You know, this hour, go to Nerd Reactor as he plays the latest. I don't know, whatever game, or and we could contact the studios. You think that's something we could do?
Yeah, we can try to do something like that. Yeah, just or even not anything. We just do a whole streaming of just talking about games and in memoriam and
Yeah, like a
what
memory,
if.
like a history. What if?
Oh,
What
yeah.
would we be doing? And then we'll contact everybody. I think that Sir Nerd a Lot. What's up, man? I recognize him from my
All right,
channel.
let's see what it
Sir Nerd a
says.
Lot.
I definitely understand precautions canceling these events, but it's sad for the communities losing so much revenue. Oh yeah, people are losing a lot of revenue because E3 is like a perfect platform to showcase your games, but then you don't have that available. And what are you going to do next? And like before, what GDC? That one's been canceled or postponed. So people
Yeah.
are. I feel sorry for the independent developers because they're planning these events with flights, hotels, booking it, and also
And
trying
then,
to
and
get
then
the space.
it's I know a little controversy here. It's stupid seeing people on Twitter celebrating that the economy is doing bad. Rich people don't get hurt when the economy does bad. Poor people
Yeah.
do. Middle class
Yeah, like
people.
big companies like EA.
They
or
don't
Sony,
care. They're
Microsoft.
sitting.
Yeah,
They're
they
sitting.
can afford. To
Yeah,
cancel.
they could take 15 years off, and
Yeah.
live like a king. We're living paycheck to paycheck. So when I see someone celebrating on Twitter, look, the economy went down. It's like you're boasting about that, bro. Like just because you have some sort of weird agenda that you
Who are
don't
you hanging out with?
Well, it's Twitter, man.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter.
You know? It's trending and stuff. It's like they're almost celebrating, like, because their team, it makes their team look good. We're all in the same team. You know what? So if you don't think so, woke up for real.
Yeah.
Oh,
I am surprised by was it the premiere? Mulan premiere just happened recently.
yeah.
And that was in what was it, LA, right?
Yeah, I didn't attend. I couldn't have been.
But yeah, that's like, Mulan's a Chinese about a Chinese warrior. She rises up and does stuff and saves people.
Did you see
And
it?
so I didn't watch it, but people showed up at the premiere, so they were there, and so there was like no
incident
yes.
reported?
compared to Warner Brothers canceling their Superman premiere. What is it? Superman Red Sun?
To be fair, though, that was weeks ago, so there's probably more information now. That
And then again, I think New York is more of a more
hotspot,
concerned about it over there, hotspot, because there's like more cases.
people
rising
live
over there.
closer together.
Yeah, and plus New York, it's a city that's just lots of people, and then they take public transit in the subway, so there's lots of people just roaming around.
You got to remember too the different culture, like Italian. I'm half Italian as well, and I'm half Cuban. When we greet each other, it's like, "Hey, what's up?" Mwah, mwah. So it's like, now we over here in LA, we're like giving the high five from 6 feet away.
How about the elbow bump?
We don't even elbow anymore, bro. It's just like by a distance. Some people are like resorting to this.
How about live long and prosper, huh?
So that's the entire thing with that. I think the best thing we could do, John, is get those E3 dates and just have a blast on our platforms and just go crazy. It gives us an excuse to play video games, right?
Oh yeah.
What do you
You're saying
think?
the best thing not to do is to panic right now? Like, oh my god, what do I do? We can't stream. No, no.
Yeah. No, we could stream. I got I have the office ready or the studio ready. We could do some crazy stuff. I think it'd be fun.
But yeah, I guess we'll close it off with this closing comment.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing? Are you guys still fearful? Do you still want to go out there and do events or participate, like go to concerts, go to eat outside, or are you guys being more cautious, staying inside? Depending on where you're at in the world, let us know. I'm curious. But with that, I'm John, Nerd Reactor. Check it out. Lewis, check him out at Nerd Report, and also Nuke the Fridge.
Yep.
And,
Oh, can I say something
yeah.
real quick?
Go ahead.
I have an exclusive clip on Nuke the Fridge, the YouTube channel, from behind the scenes Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I have behind the scenes footage of Oscar Isaac having a great time with J.J. Abrams. Lucasfilm sent me that clip. Thank you very much, Lucasfilm, for the acknowledgement.
Oh yeah, sweet. Yeah, so check that out, because if you like Rise of Skywalker, then yeah, do it.
Come on,
so
man.
with that, I'm gonna end this stream. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
The Force be with you.